After winning the Super Bowl last year, to then follow that up with a 5-12 record in 2022, Rams GM Les Snead says, well, because of the talent that we have, we're not looking to rebuild, but more like remodel the roster. It's like if you're trying to remodel your budget. Inflation, everything's so expensive. I'm not looking to rebuild my life, but do I really need to hold on to that $50 a month gym membership, or should I instead work out at home for free? Jalen Ramsey on January 13th, he tweeted out, "It is what it is. It was what it was. If that's the end, I went out with a bang. Still that." So perhaps anticipating that his time with the Rams is up, and if the rumors are true, should the Vikings be in on a trade for Jalen Ramsey? Well, let's first look at the player. He played in all 17 games in 2022, 18 pass breakups, 4 interceptions. That's pretty great. On the other side, 63% completion rate allowed, most yards given up since his rookie year, and allowed the most touchdowns in his career. He'll be 29 next season, and if you decide to move forward with a trade, pre-June 1st, Jalen Ramsey, he comes along with a $5.6 million cap hit. Not bad. Post-June 1st, which would be more in the interest of the Rams, that cap hit jumps up to $17 million. And what would be the asking price in this exchange, huh? A mid-round pick? Let's put that in the pocket for a second and look at the state of the Vikings. 31st ranked defense, 22nd in sacks, awful pass rush. First half, it was all Z. Second half, all Hunter. Rare for them to dominate together. The Vikings, they have to rebuild their defense. Several cap casualties expected. Z might be one of them. You need to improve the defensive line. You need a new set of inside linebackers. If Harrison Smith is gone, you need a new safety. Bringing in a guy like Jalen Ramsey at this stage in his career, that's a move that you make to put an already solid or above defense over the top. The last stone in Thanos' glove, so to speak. The Vikings are nowhere close to that. But okay, screw it. Say you trade for him, bring him on to a defense that couldn't rush the passer. Quarterbacks had all the time in the world to throw. The Vikings, 27th in opponents' average time of possession. What's a cornerback going to do to solve those problems, huh? And the draft picks that you have that are super valuable with the amount of holes that you have on the team, you're going to sacrifice some of that for a cornerback, a player who's on the decline in his career. Should Minnesota trade for Jalen Ramsey? No, absolutely not. In fact, the Vikings, they should be more interested in investing in their future opposed to making a big move for the present that literally does nothing for them right now. It's fool's gold. Not to mention, if it's a post-June 1st trade, the maneuvering that you have to do to fit $17 million with what to be gained exactly. And I can hear the argument, well, if it's a player swap, Ramsey for a player we're about to cut anyway, Z or Dalvin Cook, for example, no draft picks involved, what's the harm? To that I say, you literally just drafted 2 cornerbacks last year. They both ended the season being hurt, but you owe it to yourself as an organization to see what you have in both of those guys before you toss one of them to the side, because adding Jalen Ramsey, he's getting older. It's a short-term fix for a defense that's more than just a cornerback away. He has a shelf life. He'll be gone soon. And then with either Booth or Evans, you stunt a year of their development, 2 birds, 1 stone. Ramsey, along with one of those 2 young cornerbacks, neither of them help you long-term. Trading for a guy like Jalen Ramsey does not help the team. In fact, you're better off re-signing a guy like Duke Shelley, who's younger, and if it's a post-June 1st trade for Ramsey, Shelley is much cheaper. Think of the Vikings defense as a house. Adding a guy like Jalen Ramsey, that would be a renovation project, say remodeling the kitchen. Problem is, the defense, that house, it's beyond repair. It's uninhabitable. The roof is leaking. The foundation is sinking. You know better than to close the door. You're forced to keep it open because if you close it, the structure will collapse. Raccoons taking over, cold air flowing throughout the house. There's mold growing in the ventilation system. But we redid the kitchen. Yay! It's not a fixer-upper. This defense is a demolition waiting to happen. Start over, build from scratch, and take it from there.